thought about some things to say, and there are many things to say about Senator Edwards. But in doing this proclamation of the county, as the county judge executive, listen to what this man has done and what he stands for. To all to whom these presents shall come greetings. Whereas Senator John Edwards is a native son of the South, born in Seneca, South Carolina, and brought up in Robbins, North Carolina, the son of Mr. Wallace Edwards, who worked in the textile mills for 36 years, and Miss Bobby Edwards, who ran a shop and worked at the post office. And whereas Senator John Edwards, instilled with a strong work ethic by his parents, worked his way through college, graduating from North Carolina State University with high honors in 1974. Whereas Senator John Edwards is a distinguished member of the North Carolina Bar, graduating from the University of North Carolina Law School with honors in 1977. And whereas Senator John Edwards tirelessly fought against large insurance companies on behalf of numerous families and children to ensure that their voice would be heard in their own times of crisis. And whereas Senator John Edwards continued his life public service by successfully defeating an incumbent senator in 1998 to represent people of North Carolina in the United States Senate. And whereas Senator John Edwards served on the Senate Select Committee on Intelligence to strengthen Homeland Security and continued to fight for better schools, better health care, and the reform of campaign finance laws. And whereas Senator John Edwards in the presidential primaries of 2004 brought to light the issue of the two Americas that exist in our country. The one America for the wealthy who have everything they need, and the one America for everyone else who must fight every day simply to survive. And whereas it has been nearly 40 years since a presidential candidate has visited Floyd County in East Kentucky, Senator Robert F. Kennedy, a man who also had a heart for the people of our area and for the issue of poverty, especially the poverty that threatens our nation's children. And whereas it is just and proper that Senator John Edwards received praise, congratulations, and thanks from the people of Floyd County and their fiscal court for the honorable fashion in which he, in all of his remarkable life endeavors, has represented all Americans. Now, therefore, I, Robert D. Marshall, Judge Executive of the County of Floyd, Commonwealth of Kentucky, do hereby declare and proclaim July 18, 2007 as Senator John Edwards Day. Kentucky, and encourage all citizens of Floyd County to congratulate Senator John Edwards and wish him well on all of his future endeavors. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a big round of applause for Senator John Edwards.
For that wonderful introduction. I'm proud to be here. Very proud to be in this wonderful and historic place. 3 days ago, I started a journey. It was a journey for me and a journey for those who've been traveling with me. This is the Road to One America tour, which you've now heard about. We began in New Orleans. In fact, Elizabeth and I walked through the lower Ninth Ward of New Orleans on Sunday night. And on Monday, we left New Orleans, went to Canton, Mississippi, traveled through the Mississippi Delta, March, Mississippi, which is where the Poor People's March began. The Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King moved there to Arkansas, to Memphis, up to Ohio, and over to Pennsylvania, and now we're very proud to be here. And this is about, and one of the reasons that I'm doing this tour, one of the reasons I'm here, is so that we make certain that the rest of the country hears the forgotten voices of Americans, good people, strong people, courageous people who are just faced with some challenges, and understand the opportunities that all of us have to do such wonderful, good things for them. I'm proud to be here in this great town, this great historic city. I do have to say to all of you, I want to invite George Bush to come here. Because I want President Bush to see the other America and the struggles that people are faced with, good people, strong people, courageous people, people who are proud, and want him to understand what's happening out here in America. You know, we have 37 million people that the federal government says live in poverty. We got tens of millions beyond that of people who don't technically meet the definition of poverty, but who struggle every single day just to pay their bills. You know, they're one layoff or a job injury or a sick of a child from going deep in the ditch. So they're vulnerable, they're insecure, they're worried every day. And the one thing we want to make certain that America understands is poverty is not a New Orleans problem or a Cleveland problem or a Pittsburgh problem. It's an American problem. And America has the responsibility to do something about this. I have a really simple view of this. In a country of our wealth and our prosperity, it is absolutely wrong, morally wrong, to have $37 million people who wake up every single day living in poverty. And when we say one nation, indivisible, I believe that with my heart and soul. I think for everybody who lives in poverty or in the shadows of poverty or in a fear of being in poverty, I want them to hear my voice and I want them to hear your voice. And what I want them to know is we see you, we hear you, we are with you, and we will not forget you. I understand very well communities like this, although I have to tell you, this is a big city compared to the place I grew up. But I grew up in the Carolinas and in Georgia. My dad, as you probably know already, worked in textile mills, but he had to borrow $50 to get me out of the hospital when I was born. And I actually thought, odds were, that I'd end up working in the mills myself. In fact, when I was in school in college, I studied for that kind of career. Didn't end up doing that. I was lucky and blessed to be able to go to law school. But during the time that I was a lawyer, which is about 2 decades, I represented folks just like you, like people that I grew up with in mill towns in the South. And I was lucky. You know, I lived the American dream because my father, who never got a chance to go to college, worked hard and gave me that chance. You know, I've been able to do everything that you could ever do in this country. And I ran for the Senate. Now I'm running for President of the United States for a very simple reason. I run for president for a very simple reason, which is I want everyone in America, no matter where you live, no matter who your family is, no matter what you're born into, and no matter what the color of your skin, to have exactly the same chances I've had in the United States of America.